Lap number 1. John Crowder across the line. Here he comes for his second lap. John Crowder across the line. Quicker. 15.292. 15.292. Right now, the time to beat is a 13.391 by Jack Ralston. Boy, he was blistering around here. Our first qualifier in car number 14. Up next to qualify, the young man in car number 23, my apologies. That's Reland Moss. Reland Moss in the 23. That is the fiance to Zach Gorski, winner, second place finisher last night.
15.283 for the first lap.
There you go, 15.283. Lap number 1 for Reland Moss. Reland Moss across the line. Coming a little stripe. 14.9. Oh, wow. 14.982. 14.982. Wow, what a run for her. Picking it up on our second lap. Reland Moss again in car number 23X out there in the Moss Racing, John Crowder Racing, Yamaha ERTR6 Hyper Chassis entry. Up next to qualify, here comes, I believe, car number 29 of Michael Magic. There he is, Michael Magic. Lap number 1 coming across the line is going to be 15.952. 15.952 on Michael Magic. Car number 29 at Winterboro, Georgia, the Full Circle Fabricators, Atlantic Powder Coating, PBH Unit Performance, Ford Focus Engine, Maxim Chassis of Michael Magic. 15.710, 15.710 on lap number 2 for Michael Magic. They call him the young man, and is making his second start in the midgets last night with his father, the Magic Man. Here comes the defending champion last year of the Just Dirt Productions, Southern States Midget Series, car number W3, and that's going to be the entry of Bartow, Florida's Auto Scrape. Auto Scrape in the 3, 16.231 on his first lap, 16.231. We3 out of Bartow, Florida, the Scrape Motorsports, Triple X chassis entry of Auto Scrape. Cross the line, lap 2, 14.93, 2 seconds quicker on his second lap. 14.931, 14.931, but still the track record and fast time of the night is from Jack Ralston in the 13.391 out of Genoa, Illinois. Jack Ralston. Up next to qualify, braking. I don't think he's going to take time. Is that Chase McDermott in the 40? I think he's the one that pulled off. Chase McDermott in the 40. So he will not be able to take time. Here comes your next qualifier now, and that's going to be Ty Nevins. They call him Kid Money. Kid Money, Ty Nevins in car number 33. He's on the clock now. He resides out of Titusville, Florida. The BBC Bandits Epic Racewear, Supan Brothers Suspension, Moss Racing, Yamaha Metric R6 entry, Hyper Chassis entry of Kid Money. Of course, coming off of turn 4, Ty Nevins. First lap, 15.430, 15.430. On lap number 1, 15.430 for Ty Nevins. Chase McDermott out of order. He might be able to come back and qualify to get 1 lap, but he did pull off the track. He's been fighting ignition box issues all day. 15.202, picking it up on lap number 2 for the driver of Kid Money, Ty Nevins, 15.202. Here comes the next one, ready to roll out. Sprint cars, please be lined up. You qualify next. Sprint cars, please be lined up, staged and ready. You qualify next. On the racetrack, ladies and gentlemen, that's going to be the car number 23X. And that's going to be Kent Wright. Ken Wright from the Empire State, all the way from northern New York, from Cornwall, New York, in the 4555 Automotive Specialist Yamaha 1000 Bailey chassis, and a former veteran of the military in the Navy. Ken Wright in 23X. Cross the line, first lap, 15.722. 15.722 on lap number 1 for Ken Wright, and he will pull off. Just wanted to get his lap in. He decided he don't have a chance at it. So far, the first car setting quick time, the new track record, and looking to lock in $200 from Just Dirt Productions, Southern States Midget Series qualifying. And here's your runner-up from last night. Most recent win of the tour was back at County Line Raceway back in October of 2018 of last year in the car number 07 out of Deland, Florida, the ERT Race Engines, Boss Racing Chassis, John Crowder Racing, Mom and Dad, Yamaha ERT Hyper Chassis, of Zach Gorski. Zach Gorski in car 07 and 14.89 on lap number 1. 14.892, lap number 1, 14.892. Zach Gorski, lap 2, coming up. 14.583, Picking it up, 14.583 on his second lap for Zach Gorski in the 0-7. Up next to qualifying, car number 78J. Ladies and gentlemen, the car number 78J, that's Joe Askew out of Cape Coral, Florida, the Askew Motorsports Yamaha ERTR6 Hyper Chassis of Joe Askew. Cross the line, 14.851, 14.851, lap number 1. For Joe Askew, sprint cars be lined up. You're up next. Brisk Operations, Southeastern Sprint Car Series. Your qualifying is up next. Here they come at a turn 4. Askew into the line. His second lap of the clock. And it's going to be a 14.741. 14.741 for Joe Askew in car number 78. Picking it up on his second lap. So far, the time to beat is still a 13.391. 13.391 for Jack Ralston from Genoa, Illinois. Genoa, Illinois' Jack Ralston, the first car that came out blistered around this place. Here comes your next qualifier. And a 15.37, and that's going to be Brad Sutton. Car number 9 to Brad Sutton. 370, 15.370, lap number 1. And the number 9, Brad Sutton, 15.370, lap number 1. 14.982 on lap number 2. 14.982 on lap 2 for Brad Sutton. He comes to us out of Palmetto, Florida. The Sutton Motorsports ERT motor, Yamaha R6 engine with a hyper chassis of Brad Sutton. Up next to qualify, car number 29X, that's Connor Bora. Connor Bora in car number 29X. And he'll come across the line. Lap number 1 is a 15.703, 15.703. 15.703, lap number 1 for Connor Bora to Jacksonville, Florida, the Atlantic Powder Coating Bora Motorsports, Filson Racing, Full Circle Fabricator, 750 Suzuka Staller chassis of course, Connor Bora. Lap number 2.
15.631.
15.631. So he picks it up on his second lap, 15.631. Up next to qualify, car number 26 out of Alachua, Florida, in the UCC. Paint and body by Kerman Welding, father and son, Hearing Aid, 750 Suzuki Hyper Chassis. That's going to be Jordan Fiegel. Jordan Fiegel in 26. And a 15.522 on lap number 1. 15.522. Lap 1, still the time to beat is a 13.391. The new track record and the new quick time for Jack Ralston out of the driver out of Genoa, Illinois. Lap 2 coming up. 15.803. 15.803 on the second lap for the driver of Jordan Fiegel. Third place finisher last night. And that's the driver of the car number 95. That is who I call the Sunshine Princess out of Deland, Florida. The Moss Racing, John Crowder Racing, Yamaha ERTR6 Hyper Chassis of Paige Moss. Paige Moss in 95. 15.041. 15.041. Lap number 1. 15.041. And here comes the Sunshine Princess off of turn 4. Moss to the line. Lap 2. 14.976. How about it? Quicker on lap number 2, 14.976 for Paige Moss. And got a couple more qualifiers ready to roll, and this one needs a push to get going. What do you think? What do you think?
I'm busy on the buttons over here, man.
Yeah. You're doing a good job, Jason Beckner.
What is our fast time so far?
So far, the fast time is a 13.391.
And that was right out of the box.
$13.391.
And
Jack Ralston out of Genoa, Illinois, got a problem on the car number 4M of Mike Magic. Connor Leffler did not take time, so 2 cars are on the clock now. They have at least 1 minute remaining to try to at least get 1 lap on the clock. It is right now 8:43. They've got till 8:45, and that is for the 40 of Chase McDermott and the 22 of Connor Leffler. They have 1 minute to attempt to get out on the track for their at least 1 lap of qualifying. If they do not, qualifying will be official, and that will wrap it up. So they're on the clock with 1 minute. right, ladies and gentlemen, I've been informed that the midget cars are done with qualifying, so those other drivers will not take time. So it is official. Your quick qualifier is Jack Ralston with a 13.391 out of Genoa, Illinois. We're set now for sprint car qualifying. On the clock, first out to qualify, setting the bar, is the Colfax Comet in car number 71 of Colfax signed with the Billy Bell House Moving Sean and Cindy Thomas Bell Trucking Eagle Chassis Ostrich Race Engine entry of Robert Bell. Robert Bell, quick time, 14.980. He'll set the bar and the new track record, 14.980 for Robert Bell. Up the racetrack as he exits turn 4, gets to the grass in lap 2, and he's off the pace for 15.470. 15.473, lap number 2, 15.473. Up next to qualify, car number 17, the Tough Muff out of Spring Hill, Florida. The Pops and Sons Diner, Orlando Lakes Water Treatment ALC Designs, entry Mach 1 chassis, Top Gun spec engine of Eileen Collins Love. She'll pull off the track, so it looks like she will pull out for qualifying. And up next to qualify is going to be the car number 22 in just a moment. And that will be Connor Leffler.
What?
On these, the first lap's not agreed. Okay, they're going to make one.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, on the racetrack is going to be car number 17 out there. She's going to try to take time again of Eileen Collins Love in the car number 17C out of Spring Hill, Florida. The Pops and Sons Diner entry, 15.691. 15.691 will be her best lap. 15.691. Race fans, when the cars come onto the racetrack, they will be at speed and they will come to the green flag. There is not going to be a dead lap. They will take the green flag when they come to the start-finish line. We are not going to dilly-dally around with qualifying and make it a prolonged show. They will come to the line. They will take the green flag as soon as they come to speed off of being pushed out of the chute. So right now as it stands, 15.473 is the track record set by out of Iowa. How about that, Jason Beckner? The Colfax Comet of Robert Bell is the man to watch now who's got the pole. Robert Bell.
What's his...
15.473 was his second lap. He turned a 14.980, 14.980. Okay, now for this one they're going to have to give him a push. So again, ladies and gentlemen, and we'll explain this real quickly, these cars are straight drive cars. They do not have manual or automatic transmissions. They have got to get pushed up to get fired, to get rolling, and in doing so, they're trying to get it going here. And this is a new race car driver as well, race fans. He's new to racing. This is only his second start in a sprint car, his first time ever qualifying, and that's the young man in the car number 11. He resides, of course, out of Tallahassee, Florida, in the Bartholomew Motorsports Maxim Chassis Chevy 360 engine entry of Ryan Bartholomew. So he might be new to this whole qualifying process. So we'll probably give him a dead lap this go around, but normally the veteran guys, they know when they get to speed, they pull off the racetrack. Now, if he can't get going here in this next lap, he'll pull off. He will pull off because obviously, he'll have to go to the back. If he can try to get fired up from there, then he'll get one lap on the clock. But it looks like he is going to pull out, ladies and gentlemen, and go back behind the wall. The 11 car not taking time of Ryan Bartholomew out of Tallahassee, Florida. So we'll get ready for our next car to come out to qualify. Again, the track record so far and the new fast time for tonight is a 13.